This is going to be a very specific reading which may only resonate with a few people, but I felt strongly called. I directly channeled this kind of message. So this is it. So people around you thought that you were crazy until they saw you winning. So before they had this old perception of you, and this is what I've spread out. So first I'm gonna explore the people's old perceptions of you, the reasons why they thought you were crazy, what changed their minds now, if they've changed their minds, and then lastly, lesson learned and advice. So where can we start off? Okay. So we got the Topsy Turvets, which is from the Fairies Oracle, and this is already given me ideas intuitively that these people just could not understand you. They felt puzzled or unsettled by you even. It's saying time to get out of a situation. But at the same time, they couldn't help but feel drawn to you. Like they would want to look at you and feel like, oh, like who is this person? Like who are you, collective? Who are you really? But on the inside, they would just feel confused. Let's just say that. So they definitely thought that you were a little bit unstable or a bit out there. They thought you were confused about yourself, that this was all just a phase. Perhaps they didn't believe a word you'd say, or anything about, let's say if you would say certain things which gave off the vibe that you might be very intuitive, or that you may have caught on to something, they would sort of, I'm getting someone covering their ears and feeling like, okay, I don't want to accept this, so I'm just going to label them as crazy. And it's like, oh, how do they know that? How do they know that? So you could very well be, clairaudient. No, that wasn't the right one. That's the one with the hearing. Claircognizance, which is having this deep intuitive understanding of things and of events before they even happen. You may have accurately predicted certain events, and this may have freaked a few people out. So they, instead of accepting any truths or anything like that, they may have decided to go with the, oh, you're crazy label. So say if you have a dream about something, or whatever it is, you get signs and messages in your dreams. If you happen to share that with the wrong people, they will spin the narrative on you and make you seem like you're crazy when you're not. So something similar to that is going on. Like you may have felt dissatisfied because you weren't being heard, you were being invalidated, perhaps unfairly looked down upon even, like, oh, who is this crazy person, like that. But meanwhile, you were deeply in tune with yourself and still are very intuitive, like I said again, perhaps with strong spiritual gifts. And lately you have been winning because you have been pouring back all the love and attention back into yourself rather than wasting it on these types of people. You stopped waiting for them to believe you. You stopped oversharing if you used to overshare. You have learned to move in silence, plan things accordingly, and then people see you winning seemingly overnight, when this was a build-up of many weeks or months or years of hard work and I would say, I don't want to say hard work, but like the right aligned type of work. And so around you, these people, the old perception of you was like, these people felt too scared to get close to you or to even let you in properly, which is why they may have given you this hot and cold treatment, breadcrumbing, no excuse, but this is from their point of view. They have a very limited mindset, not wanting to, I don't know, have anything disrupt their own nervous system and very tiny comfort zone. And perhaps with you, they never used to take you seriously, but they used to go along to get along, which is like just sort of that energy of yeah, sure. When there's, it's giving me the energy of when there's a parent and there's a child, and the child tells the parent something that they feel, or maybe something that sounds very outlandish and unreal almost, and then the parent just shrugs them off and says, oh yeah, sure, okay, oh okay, and just, move on very quickly. And yeah, you see, they felt threatened. Maybe that's why they retreated into like a shell, so that they couldn't accept your true value, they couldn't accept your gifts for what they were. Perhaps it could even be a parent or a family member who they don't like this sort of stuff. And so, yeah, they may have invalidated you whenever you pointed anything out. They may have thought you're going down the wrong path, or that you may be going through something, or that you may be a bit unstable. Yeah, but that's not true. So what made them believe you were crazy before is definitely that, okay, they just sensed that you were so much more different from them. I don't know why I heard so much more alive, more natural, in tune with nature, because the green woman is known for being quite cheeky and eccentric in this card, very in tune with nature, very much, in the forests, making things blossom and grow. I'm getting this vibe, this idea from it. And bright, so they were drawn to that sort of mystical energy, but at the same time couldn't understand it, so they feared it and labeled it as, oh, craziness, this is just too crazy. And they were unsettled by the fact that you're very deeply intuitive and you were very much in tune with how other people were feeling, or what was left unsaid, what was beneath the surface. So you've always been a very deep person, if this resonates with you, and people are scared by how much you can see and feel. Even if you don't reveal it to them, they feel exposed around you, they feel naked, they feel like they are being seen too much. And again, with Spirit Dancer and the Green Woman, is that similar imagery of being one with nature and the rhythms of nature, and it's something they deeply envied and wanted for themselves, but hated that you have it naturally, and you're in tune with something that they feel out of touch of, if that makes sense. So this is some very confusing energy. Can these people make up their minds? I don't know why they're like that. And guess what? The way they see you now, they no longer think you are crazy. And they're so much ashamed and embarrassed that they were wrong about you. They know now, or have this strong feeling that, oh no, you were telling the truth all along, or that you really were on your spiritual path or whatever it might be, that you really do have these gifts, that they can no longer deny it now. They feel it in your voice, they feel it when you walk in the room, and it makes them really sad and throw a pity party for themselves because they realized way too late. And now that you have detached in a healthy way, now you have taken a step back from those who, were never going to help themselves, were going to continue in these toxic patterns. Now that you have poured the energy back into yourself, reclaimed your power, now they're longing for connection, but for the wrong reasons. They're longing for connection again, but for the wrong reasons, because they want to now gain the fruits of your labor. They want to now be part of your family. I'm not saying family literally, I'm saying like based on the cards, like they want to be part of whatever you have going on right now. Now they want to be special too. I want to be the chosen one too. Like that. I know that sounds so silly, but I didn't want to say it, but it felt like it had to come out. Now they want to, and you might get people now that may copy you and pretend to be oh so intuitive. Oh, I'm just such a deep thinker. Oh, I'm misunderstood. And people around you rebranding themselves as like love and light. Oh, finally getting the spiritual stuff, and yeah, but they're full of shit. I don't know. Let's just say what it is. Like when people all of a sudden in such a short span of time start rebranding themselves like that, that's why I say they're full of shit, because it doesn't just take an overnight click your fingers sort of thing to have this. So yeah. So the advice and lesson you are meant to take from this situation is for you to stay in your true authentic frequency no matter what, because this is a matter of perception, because only those who see you in the true and real way were meant to be with you or meant to be aligned with you, and those who aren't, who will never understand you, just won't understand you. So it's okay to detach and let those people go. So you were never meant to convince other people to see you differently or change other people's minds. That never works. People at the end of the day always stick to their own beliefs, what they wanted to believe about you. So that's why if you are feeling misunderstood by a lot of people, literally like let them, like just correct yourself. But if they're just not hearing you, they're just not hearing you. So it's like, just say, believe whatever you want, which is true. That's all you can do, to be honest, for your own peace of mind. Because if you wait around for people to finally understand you, you'll be waiting your whole lifetime. Because if they act on it now, because if they would have understood you from the very beginning if they wanted to. And be assured that you're on the road to success. This is the way things were meant to go, however painful it may be. And you are really ascending and climbing up. You see, climbing towards success, and you are on the road to success. How much more proof do you need, honestly? And oh wow, so I'm getting this card as well. Handshake. A meeting with a stranger could be important. So this is giving me new situation, a new person that is more aligned with you, with your frequency, a new opportunity. Get excited for a whole new world, like new life. Yeah, and don't listen to these types of people trying to sabotage you.